sponsorships in 2021. So FaZe, the question is, would you accept a sponsorship? And if you did, who would it be from?
Well, hey, you remember that thing I showed you that somebody actually did want to sponsor me? Remember?
Oh yes, yeah. I've been seeing a
So,
lot of a lot of these. We just talked about them, Chinese or like off-brand machine companies, like reaching out and like asking for people to do reviews on their clippers. You got one of those?
nah, I didn't get it.
Oh,
I mean, I mean, not like no, I didn't get it, but nah, I didn't go through with that.
yeah,
But
but you got reached out. You know what I
they
mean?
were they were looking out for your boy. They was trying to get your boy on. But nah, I'm you asking me if I would be a
Yeah,
sponsor?
if you would be sponsored, and who would it be?
Ooh, but see, you know what though? That Babel is now is crazy. But nah. I'm a wall vato all day. If Wall came to me right now, I'd sign up. I'd sign an MBI, whatever I gotta sign. I'm Wall all day.
Okay.
Wall's number one with clippers, not with trimmers on, but
See,
with
but that's the
clippers.
difficult part. You're gonna have to use their trimmers, and you're gonna have to rock them. See, here's my problem with sponsorships. Okay, it's too aggressive. I feel like these clipper companies are like, I don't know what those contracts look like. I don't know what those conversations look like, but they do be having people as like, hey, you rock our clippers, you rock our trimmers, you rock our shavers, you talk no one else, and you promote the crap out of our stuff. And I'm just, and that maybe that's not what they're saying, but that's what I am seeing. That's what I'm hearing from barbers. You know what I mean? And it's a little disappointing. I understand if you get sponsored by someone, you obviously you're gonna rock their stuff, but why not
What
spice it
what
up a little bit?
but no, see, if you're something from the start, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never been nothing else. Like I just told you, I was like, oh well, I'm rocking with this Babylist, but we both know that I'm Wall. I've
Yes,
been Wall the
but
whole time.
you're telling me that you would put away your Babyliss trimmer to use a wall detailer as your number one trimmer that you show off and you showcase in everything that you do moving forward. And you're also going to put away your Bronze Series 9 that I know you love to grab a wall finale shaver. You're telling me that right now.
Wait, no, wait, no, I was
Yeah,
but
exactly.
no.
Exactly. So would you really want a sponsorship then? Think about that.
Dang, I didn't think I was like easy question, but now you
Right.
say it like that. Damn, that's not so easy, huh?
No, it's not. See, I think that there's one company that's almost an all-arounder for you. I would have guessed you would have gone with them because they're such an all-arounder for you, which is Babyliss. Because isn't the Babyliss trimmer your favorite trimmer?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
And then
yeah, yeah.
you rock with the FX too, the shaver. You don't hate it. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like
hate it.
it's not your favorite, but you don't hate it. It gets closer than any other shaver. We can all say that pretty comfortably. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I know you really like those clippers, which for me is the knockoff for me. I've never used them so I can't say anything about them. I don't love the shape of them, but I've heard good things about them at the same time. But I know you like them. You've been using them. So could you put
Without
everything
even,
else away and just use those three things?
oh,
Changes perspective, right? Not so much,
right.
not so
When
much a
you say
wall
it like,
guy no more.
dang, for real, huh?
Yeah. See, my answer is like a difficult one for that question. Personally, I don't know if I'd want to. I would have to have the conversation first and be like, what does this entail? Because these newer clipper companies and these older clipper companies too, I think again, they're too aggressive. I'm gonna give like, here's the deal: is the one that I think kind of ruined the whole sponsorship thing for me is Gamma, because they do make amazing products. They do. Their clippers seem to be the number one thing to go to. I know what a linear magnetic clipper does, and I've heard that their linear magnetic motor is better than the one that I have, which tells me that it's probably something I'd really enjoy. You know what I mean? I like the fact that they have magnetic trimmers. I really want to use those. I really enjoy the fact that they have the Unos. I really want to try those. Um, like if I was to say that there's a company that's all arounder aside from Babyliss, it'd be Gamma. But no disrespect, first off, to everybody out there who's hardcore rocking Gamma or who's sponsored by Gamma, or maybe they're not sponsored, but they sponsor Gamma. It's a little too aggressive. it's a little too one-sided, a little too biased.
Yeah, you're
Everyone who
right.
I see is just, it's too much. You know what I mean? And I fully understand it. Like if you're there already and they're giving you the product and they're having you try and it's that good, you want to talk about it. You want to, but you also, I feel like you can't shit on the other companies the way that some of these people are shitting on the other companies. There's no need. You know what I mean? If you want to compare them, cool, go for it. You know what I mean? You've seen me compare stuff before, and my camera just went out, y'all. So my bad, y'all. Technical difficulties. But what I was talking about, I was ranting about people who are repping gamma. You know what I mean? And the reality is, there's nothing wrong with it. I really do think that they're that great of a company that people feel comfortable talking about them in the way that they do. Uh, but it is a little much sometimes, I feel like. And it's almost like it's so much that it makes me question the actual durability of their machines. Like,
That's my thing. Durability, what you just said.
yeah,
How is it gonna do over an extended time,
yeah.
through the test of time?
You know when like a song is really good, like really good, but then everybody plays that song. What is that called? They play it out. That's how I feel
Right.
like that's what's happening with them. To me, obviously not to everybody. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are still jumping on that train, and I might jump on that train soon enough as well. I know that
I
you've
know,
been
me
talking
too.
about it. Yeah. So the reality is the train might be real, just like the Babyliss trimmer train was real. Honestly, it's a real train. It's legit.
Right. Yeah.
And I didn't believe in it either. I thought it was just hype, but they are that good. But it to me, it's like I almost don't want to buy your stuff because of the amount of biased opinions that I'm hearing about it. Like if you're somebody out there who is sponsoring them or being sponsored by them and you're continuously talking about them, know that every time that you talk about it with me, you lose more and more like what is it called? Trust or confidence that I actually believe you're telling me the truth. I feel like
Yeah, with the
I
exceptions of some.
no,
I
no, no,
don't think
no.
Tank is. I don't think he tried. I don't know if he's sponsored by them or not, but he might be. He is or what?
No, I don't think so. I think that he
He just
really
really.
enjoys their product.
That's what I say. I
Yeah.
just think he just really likes him
No, and you
también.
know, here's the best example. Perfect example. He still rocks his JRLs. He still rocks his
Yeah.
masters. He still does all these other things
Oh yeah,
because
that's
he's
why.
not sponsored, right? So when you hear him talk about their tools, you believe it
Yeah, it's
because he's using
legit.
these other
Yeah.
things. These other people who have been on Gamma for like 2 years haven't used anything but Gamma for 2 years. So how are they going to tell you that it's better? You know what I mean? That's
Mm.
the hard question. Again, you know who brought this up not too long ago? Barber. They brought up the same thing. Should reviews be done by sponsored barbers? And their answer was no. Just like my answer. Here's the deal: is if you want a genuine review about a product, if you Wall, Andis, Babyliss, Gamma, everybody out there, Caliber, you're listening right now. If you want real reviews that people are gonna believe that are gonna increase your business, stop having your sponsored influencer barbers do those reviews. They can continue to use them, they can continue to talk great about them, but the reviews don't mean shit from
I
them.
know, but that's still an avenue for them. The influencers, dog. You're like literally trying to cut their leg off.
Nah.
Influencers, do your thing, rep your shit.
No, but there's different. There's a difference between them repping it. There's a difference between them telling you how good it is. Them so an influencer does this. They produce a product, being a haircut, a class, facilitation of whatever, right? And they use that tool. Guess what other people do? They see them using that tool. They're like, I want that tool.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the influence. It's not the review. The review itself. Sorry, I was talking to the camera over here the whole time. I'm an idiot. So the review itself doesn't do anything for anyone. The review from an influencer is just okay. You can tell me all the facts about your machine, but if you tell me you like it better than everything else, you're lying to me because I know you don't use anything else because I know you're sponsored. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a
Hey,
difference.
hey,
I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old grumpy man. You know what I mean? If I was these companies, if I was the head of their marketing, I would continue to obviously use influencers for what the purpose of an influencer is. But I would put my product, if I really want to show people how great my product is, I take it to unbiased reviewers like Rum Barber. You know what I mean?
or
Like
like me, Or
Yeah.
like me.
Yeah, like us. There you go. That's why I kept looking at the camera earlier, like, hey, gamma and everything. Like, here we are. I'd give you a real opinion. I'd give you the straight
I
facts. I'd give
know,
you the
but
truth. I know
I
that's
think
not
I'd
gonna
be too
happen.
hard on them.
But here's the deal: is I can give you good examples. Rum Barber. I can give you the example of Chris Bossio. Chris Bossio ain't like he has to stay neutral with all companies in case there is a business opportunity in the future. So he has to be unbiased. It's part of his business. If he was biased, he would be losing out on his business. You know what I mean? So you need people like that to tell you the facts, because everybody else who's sponsored by these companies is just going to tell you what the company wants you to hear. That's just my opinion, to be honest with you. So if I'm being fully honest with what I'm doing right now in YouTube, I wouldn't want to be sponsored. I'd rather build good network and connections and relationships with these companies, but I wouldn't, as opposed to being sponsored by one of them, because I know that they would force me to only use their product. And I'm not a one product or one company type of person. I love having different stuff. What's funny is, now that I think about it, if it wasn't for that damn Andis Masters cordless, I might actually, well, their tail liners too, but I heard that their tail liners, the second ones, are good. It would have maybe been Andis. You know what I mean? Because when I look at my lineup right now, the majority of my blades are Andis. So it's weird enough. You know what I mean?
Is it Andis or Andes?
I think it's Andis.
Really? I always say Andes.
I feel like Andes would be with a Y or a double E. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Tell us what it is and send us some stuff over.
And sponsor me.
Yeah.
Sponsor me. I like your shit también.
Yeah.
I cut hair with your
all if you ever quiet down those masters, I'll happily take some off your hands. You know what I mean? All right, so that's my take. Do you want to add anything about the whole sponsorship situation? So I changed your mind, didn't I?
Yeah, that's crazy. I thought I was wall all day, but maybe not.
You're wall clippers all day. That's what it is. Wall clippers all day.
They last forever, and they're strong. They're all around, like everything. What do you want? What do you want from a clipper? Boom.
Yeah.
Wall does it.
Quality built. That's the facts. All day.
So, Wall, shoot me a text, email me.
So just change your mind right back up. Okay. All right. Let's put this one to bed. But we want to know, actually, we'll throw the question out to you. If you could be sponsored by a company, who would it be? And why? And would you be okay with only using their product? Would you be okay with creating very biased reviews about their product? Would you sell your soul to the, no, it's messing with you. But ultimately, yeah, we want to know. We want to know who you would be sponsored by and what you think about sponsorships nowadays. Do you believe the influencers? Do you believe the sponsored barbers when they tell you everything about a machine? Or do you know that there's unbiased opinion there? Leave it at that.